Hello, tiny painters. As we start today's tiny painting, I want to share a thought about imperfection. Art, like life, isn't about being flawless. It's about expression, emotion, finding the beauty, even in the messy parts. Every misplaced brushstroke tells a story, and every smudge is a mark of being human. So today, let's paint without judgment and embrace the imperfections that make our creations and ourselves unique. Now that we've lit our candles and we have our paint ready to go, let's take a deep breath and think about a time when something just didn't go right, but it ended up working out really nice anyways. That's what I'm going to tell you a story about today. As you can see, I have a little Eiffel Tower in my top left corner there because it was one of my dream trips to go to Paris with my husband. And a couple of years ago, we got to do just that. But it was interesting because the one day, it was our first day there. We had tickets to go to a few different activities around town, and we were so excited to explore Paris. Well, we start walking to the nearest train station where we thought we would be able to take the train and go to the destination that we needed. Unfortunately, they were under construction and the train entrance that we needed was not in service. So then we had to pivot and decide to start walking. So we're still trying to figure out our maps because we're in another country and where things were. And it was really tricky. But we knew one thing. We could see the Eiffel Tower from our neighborhood and it was absolutely gorgeous. And that's why I'm inspired today to paint the Eiffel Tower. Not only is the Eiffel Tower one of the most famous landmarks in the world, but it's such a unique and interesting visual to paint. And it's such a famous image to have the Eiffel Tower in a painting or a picture. So as we were trying to make the best of our vacation that day, we ended up finding a tiny little bookstore and getting to go in and peruse. All the books were in French and it was so quaint and beautiful. And my husband found a book to purchase that was, a French copy of a book that he liked. And it was really just an amazing little experience that we never would have had if we hadn't missed the train and had to walk to another one. So back to the painting, I made a little mistake here by having it too large, I believe. It wasn't skinny enough for the Eiffel Tower. So I just added some water and rinsed away a part of it. And now I am straightening that back up again and a little bit skinnier. And it may not have made a difference that it was, fatter before and I was able to sort of fix it. But we make mistakes all the time and we can always go back and maybe try to make it right or maybe make it look different. Almost all of the views from around the city of the Eiffel Tower had all of the buildings around them were so short and the Eiffel Tower just stuck out and rose above. And so that's kind of the vibe I was going for here with seeing the little buildings around. And one truly gorgeous thing about Paris, among all of the gorgeous things about Paris, is that there are flowers everywhere, especially in the summer. We were there in the summertime and there were flowers blooming everywhere. Everyone had gardens. It was just absolutely gorgeous. So I wanted to incorporate a little bit of the flowers into this painting as well. So I went back in and added some more details to the Eiffel Tower with some black. So we eventually were able to make it to all of the places around Paris we wanted to: the catacombs, the Eiffel Tower, Pantheon, Notre Dame, the Moulin Rouge. But some of the most beautiful memories from that trip are the things that didn't go right and the things that we didn't plan. I would say that the imperfect parts of the trip were the most memorable and exciting. So if I would have let perfectionism into this tiny little painting, it would never have even gotten started because I would be sketching it out or choosing colors or getting in my head about all the ways that it would need to be perfect instead of just having a cute little tiny painting of the Eiffel Tower. A tiny painting that's loose and free because I was doing it from a place of excitement and creativity and imagination and not from trying to be perfect. So I hope you have enjoyed today's tiny painting of the summertime in Paris. Okay, so our painting may not be perfect, but that's what makes it beautiful. Remember, imperfections tell the story of the journey. Thank you for being part of this moment of acceptance and creativity. Thanks again for being here. I'll see you next time. Also, one last thing, can you help me share my tiny paintings with the world by hitting like on this video and subscribing? And then also, if you really liked it, can you please share this with somebody that you know who might need a moment of calm or tiny art in their life? Thank you.